just wanna be free. Ain't no way you stopping me. Said I wanted to fly, so I went and got some wings, and I don't need you to act like you gon' hold me down, 'cause I won't believe you. No one can touch me now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. The opening music has been upbeat recently. Somebody was like, I love the lo-fi, but it's been so, like, the energy levels have been so low when I come in. I was like, I get that. Some people really like coming into the ultra chill vibes. And some people are like, I might fall asleep. I might fall asleep right now. Oh, I would love to find some royalty-free death metal. that I like, that I enjoy listening to, you know. Hello. Hi, everybody. Sorry, just getting everything in the right spots. I need another monitor. Is the long and the short of it, but I think we're okay. We're okay. Hi, gang. I am feeling better. I can talk normal now, which is great. That's huge. My jaw doesn't hurt as bad anymore. I am still congested, but you know, we're just doing our best. We're just out here trying to do our best, really. Hi, gang. Oh, I didn't tweet. Bam, did it. Okay. My dog is barking at something. The rooster keeps crowing. What is going on? What is going on here? What are we doing? I am okay. I had a great day yesterday, actually. I woke up in a stank mood. I don't know why. I woke up in a stanky mood and then drove like 2 hours to go to this wedding with Jesse that was lovely. It was wonderful. It was a bunch of people that we met at GemuCon like 12 years ago. And it was so fun. It was very sweet. Just like a great small group of people. And I just got to basically hang out with Jesse all day. It was fantastic. We did mostly have matching outfits. I already had a dress. So he was wearing like a you know, that like really light baby pink color. His shirt was that color, and then he had like a darker gray jacket and trouser combo. I have a dress that I love that is pink and gray, but it was the wrong pink. Perfect gray, wrong pink. So I was trying to find an alternative and just didn't find it. Oh my gosh, my dog. I'm so sorry. 1 second. Occupy yourself. I'll be right back. Yes. Oh, no. Peach. Peach. That mug at the bottom in the background. This one? That's a Dodger coffee mug. If you mean this is a candle. Okay, you can chill. Chill. Good girl. Bubby. He's my bubby. Bubby. The one on the edge. This guy? Don't look him in the eye. We don't need to talk about him. Got so big. She's still so small for the type of dog she is. Itty bitty, and she hasn't grown in a long time. So we're like, I guess this might be it. This might be how big she is. Pic of you and Jesse is so sweet. Did Jesse post it? Cute. Let me see. Let me see. Did you finally visit the farm? No. We both went to the same wedding. We went to the same wedding. It was lovely. We had a great time. I did a lot of driving. On my way home, I was like, if I don't leave this wedding early enough, I will fall asleep on the way home. And then immediately followed that thought up with, I should ask Jesse if he wants a ride back to his hotel. So I went to Jesse and I was like, hey, I'm going to head out in like a couple of minutes. I don't want to rush you. But if you're feeling like you're also ready to leave, I would love to drive you back to your hotel. He was like, oh my gosh, that would be great. Because, you know, that way he doesn't have to like figure out how he's getting back. So that was an extra 30 minutes onto my travel time, which at the time I was feeling really cocky. And I was like, that's fine. It's 30 minutes that I get to spend with a bestie. It's worth it. I don't mind. And then on the way home, when I had about 30 minutes left of the drive, I was like, I can't do this. Pulled into a McDonald's and slept in their parking lot for 20 minutes and then put on Good Hang with Amy Poehler and drove the rest of the way home. But I need that power nap. It made all the difference. Actually, a lot of driving, or British a lot of driving. I guess like 5 hours total of driving. Not a terrible amount. Enough that my butt hurt really bad, you know? Yes. Yeah, a nap can make a huge difference. If you feel yourself nodding off behind the wheel, it is always better to just pull over somewhere. Just be like, all right, next chance I get, I'm going to park somewhere and I'm just going to close my eyes for a few minutes. Yeah. And Sam was like, when can I expect you home? And I was like, I just took a power nap. So probably in like 30 minutes. And he was like, are you next to like a gas station? Could you get me like a Monster? I was like, no, I'm coming home. No. Goofball. And then he followed it up with, you looked gorgeous, by the way. Thank you, Sam. No sweet tweet for Sam. I got Jesse to laugh pretty hard yesterday, and I felt really good about it. We were driving in the dark, and we both looked to the side, and there was a gigantic pile of like garbage. And I softly said, "Oh, rubbish." And he thought that was so funny. I felt really good. Oh, a big pile of rubbish. Ooh, rubbish. Yeah, it was one of those. It was one of those. For those of you who don't know, it's Summer's birthday. It's also Tambra Majoran's birthday, our lovely mod. So it's a very blessed day. I know. So many good birthdays today. Oh no, Fossabot. Wrong name, Fossabot. Try again. Just spamming the mod command until it says that Tamber is the best mod. It's always someone's birthday. That's true. That is fair. Ah. I'm sleepy now, though. I finally got home at like 2 a.m., I think. Sam goes, "Do you want a sandwich or something? Are you hungry?" I was like, "I'm going to bed. I love you very much." And then Clark woke up at like 5:30, of course, and was talking to me about all kinds of stuff, which I love. I love that she still thinks I'm fun to talk to. Talking to me about all kinds of stuff. And then I was like, "All right, honey, I'm going to sleep a little bit more." Because, okay. Got dressed, went downstairs, put on number blocks. I love this age. It's so great. She's old enough now to be like, "Roger," and just go handle herself. It's fantastic. Anyways, it hit like 7:45, and she ran full speed up the stairs and goes, "Mommy, you've been asleep forever." I was like, "I'm coming. I'm coming." We've been working on a project. I wish I had my phone. There's a person who takes a lot of like those little wooden cubes and uses them to make all of the different plants in Minecraft, and then puts them on her wall as like decor, and it actually looks really cute. So Clark and I both picked a flower, and now you might be about to say, "Dodger, why didn't you do the mushroom?" Because my daughter doesn't want a mushroom on the wall. She wants flowers. So we each picked a flower. I was about to say mushroom. We each picked a flower, and we've been like kind of trying to figure out the best way to like glue all the blocks together and then get them painted and stuff. And we've been like mixing paints to get the different hues, and it's been a pain in the ass. And I've been like, how committed are we to these? Should I get a bigger range of colors? Because this is driving me crazy. But they do look nice. They do look nice. So when she swaps rooms, it might be a cute thing to put up on her wall if she wants. A paint in the ass. Yes, exactly. Exactly that. Remember that line when she's a teen? Hi, Nick. Every Sunday, buddy. Every Sunday in the flesh. While Mushy is recharging. Is the great room swap finally happening? So, I got a small skip. That's coming Monday, tomorrow, I think. And then the last of the things, I can like finally go through the last of that room and just chuck a bunch of shit. It's mostly like papers and stuff at this point now. It's like the sort of stuff that I've kept. And if I really go through it, I'll be like, what the fuck? Why do I have all this? You know? So I'm going to bust out the shredder and I'm going to just like get rid of a bunch of shit that we don't need in there because it's like boxes of like weird papers and stuff. Anyways, once that room's empty, then we can replace the carpet because the carpet's nasty. Replace the carpet, paint the walls. We can start moving her into that room. Yeah, which I think would be so nice. And I would love to get that at least started before she goes back to school. But I don't know how well that's going to go down. So we'll see. Yeah. And I told Sam, I was like, if I can just get, if I can book you out for a day, this is me talking to my husband. If I can just book you for a day, I have so much space in here. Anything that we're still not sure what to do with, we might as well just put up here with me. Just get it out of that fucking room. Just get it out of there, you know? So we can all move on. And then it'll feel less like we have a bunch of space in this house that we paid a lot of money for that we're just not using because it's got bullshit in it, you know? So yeah. If I just pencil in some husband time, yeah. Knock knock. Hey. I need that frame. I need those big arms, please. It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah. We've got another week in the books of me keeping the kitchen like basically spotless. I'm very proud. But there are a couple of spots that I really have a hard time reaching. And so I've gone to Sam like, guess what, buddy? Time for you to tag the fuck in. Okay. My kitchen's a war crime at the moment. Thanks for reminding me. I believe in you. I believe in you. It was a slow, steady process for me. I found after so much time, I have found a system that really works for me. That doesn't require a lot out of me either, which is huge. That's a huge part of it. But, you know, I got sick of, well, we had like, you know, it's summer, so we had like a huge fly problem. I'm constantly nervous about ants because I've had so many ant issues in my life. And I don't like doing dishes. I hate it. I hate doing dishes. But there is a really nice feeling for me, like a very energizing feeling, if I walk into the kitchen and it smells nice in there. So I worked with that. But okay, what's like the lowest energy cost thing that I could do? And I was talking about this a few days ago, so I'm sorry if you're hearing this a second time, but I was like, what's the lowest cost energy thing that I could do that would make my kitchen smell nice, that I can work into my routine normally, and isn't going to be like overwhelming for me? And the answer was that when I make my coffee in the morning, I make it with a kettle, because when I first wake up, I almost always go for instant. That's just how it goes. So I've turned on the kettle. I don't use all of the kettle water in the coffee. There's still some left in there. So I have a bucket that just lives in the kitchen now. I have a little bucket, and I got a concentrated disinfectant, like Fabulosa or something, right? One that I think smells awesome. And I go like this. And then whatever's left in the kettle goes in there. If it's a little bit, that's fine. It honestly, who cares? However much is left in the kettle, as long as it's enough to soak a rag, you're good. And then I have gloves, but you could just cool it down with some cold water after that if you wanted. I just put on a glove, grab a rag, soak it, and then I wipe down all the counters with it really quick. And I do that every morning after I make my coffee. And it sounds stupid, but it makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference. Because when you do it every day, you get like, you wipe down all the counters and you're like, well, that was quick. What else could I wipe? And then it turns into, I'll just wipe the stove while I'm at it. I'll wipe down the radiators. I should probably get like the windowsill. And you slowly add stuff on. And eventually, there's like barely anything to wipe each day. But like eventually it's not about wiping shit off. It's about, but now my kitchen's gonna smell nice. And now I know when I come in here, it's gonna smell like rhubarb fabulosa. Hell yeah, baby. I don't know. It's great. It takes seconds. It's awesome. It says this a paid promotion? No! Thank you for telling me that. Just dump something good smelling on the floor. That is what mopping is. Yeah. You cracked it. Yeah, sponsored by Fabulosa. Not really. Unless ... Krendor leaves paid promotion up 24/7 in case he forgets when it actually is. Is that true? That's so funny if that's true. He's like, you never know. You never know when a promotion's gonna pop out of my mouth. uh It does sound like something he would do for sure. Today's stream sponsored by me. Absolutely. Today's stream sponsored by Anyway, you have cold brew. We used to. Pre-COVID we did, yeah. But it became kind of impossible to ship it to people without it costing $1 million on both sides. So we've talked about putting I don't know, we've looked at lots of cold brew options. But if I'm going to be real with you, you can look up how to cold brew coffee easy peasy. I know that our roast cold brews lovely. That it tastes great as a cold brew. You can 100% look up how to cold brew at home and it tastes great. I wish that we could still just sell it to you as cold brew, and maybe one day we can. But, you know, peeking behind the curtain, you can absolutely do it yourself at home, and it's not like a super labor intensive process at all. You're just brewing, you're cold brewing the coffee and you're leaving it for longer. You're steeping it like tea. I know a lot of people that will just make like a big thing of cold brew at the start of the week and just drink it all week. And I always think to myself, I should do that because cold brew is always less acidic. So if your tummy tends to have trouble with the acidity in coffee, you might find that cold brew is nicer. But again, much like when you steep tea for a very long time, when you steep coffee for a very long time, when you cold brew coffee, it's much more concentrated in flavor and in caffeine. So things to keep in mind, but it is less acidic. It's nicer on your tummy. Have you ever made overnight oats? Yes. I don't like them very much, but I'm not a big like porridge oatmeal person anyway. But my kid loves it. We do like little overnight oat things for her for breakfasts in the morning, and she loves that. I don't like baked oats either. I'm not an oat guy, I don't think. I think that's the issue, is I'm not super into oats. Savory oatmeal. I talked about this on Geekenders, and I maintain that it's delicious. Savory oatmeal has been a huge game changer for me. I love that. But just normal oatmeal, not super into it. Yeah. Yeah, you cook them in the recipe that I follow is you cook them in um beef broth or just whatever broth you want, I guess. But the one that I've been doing is beef broth and then soy sauce. And then when they're almost done, You throw a bunch of spinach in there and it cooks the rest of the way with the spinach. Shut up. It's so good. Oatmeal? Does Clark prefer hers plain? No. So the way that I've always made oatmeal like porridge for Clark, and she continues to make it this way, I don't force her to keep doing this. I really want to establish that because I'm about to list off a bunch of shit and you're gonna squint. So the things that go in her oatmeal: cinnamon, normal. Cinnamon, flax, chia, hemp seed, coconut, and honey. And that's it. And it tastes very earthy because of those things, but that's how she's always eaten porridge. So those are the things that she just puts in it when she wants to eat it. She wants it to taste like that. So I'm like, great. Delighted. Very happy that that's what you want in there. Oh my gosh, Arnar, thank you so much. Holy shit, 50 subs. Arnar, thank you so much. Whoa. Hey, if you were gifted a sub just now, it was probably by Arnar. Hi, baby. Probably by Arnar. Take a minute and say thank you. Thank you so much, Arnar. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Everybody that was gifted a sub, use your emotes for evil, not good. Be curious, courageous, and kind always to your fellow chatters and the world in general. Thank you so much, Arnar. Yeah. Oh, we found our sponsor. It was Arnar all along. Shout out to the homie. How have things been? They've been okay. Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about porridge. I don't remember why we were talking about porridge, but that's okay. I was explaining what Clark puts in hers. Yeah, she's tried it with like chocolate chips. Not a fan. Does not like it like that. Oh, if it's too hot, I give it to her with frozen blueberries on the side. And depending on how hot it is, she can put however many frozen blueberries in there that she wants, but she loves just eating frozen blueberries. So it's a really nice way for her to cool it down if she wants to, because it also turns the porridge purple, and she loves that. Mm-hmm. Purple's pretty cool. Purple's good. Good color. Oh, good night, Stilgar. Thanks for joining us. I hope you have a good day. Belated happy birthday. Thank you, Arnar. I appreciate it. How do you like European blueberries? I don't notice the difference, honestly. I haven't noticed a difference in how they look or how they taste. No, I did buy myself a bin, though, a trash can for our kitchen. That was my birthday gift to the home. it showed up and I carried it in and Sam was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, it's a trash can. So our trash can stop hanging on the door and can be in a bin properly. And it's been great. And it's been great. Does it have any special features? No. It has two sides. It has a recycling side and a normal garbage side. That's as feature rich as it is. They don't have trash cans over there? What do you mean? I just bought one. Is the question, why didn't you have one before now? Because that's a fair question. I did explain this already, but I will do it again super fast. Our old bin broke at our last place, so we didn't bother bringing it with us. And so since we've lived here, which has been a while now, since we've lived here, there was a hook that was on the wall, and we just would hang the bags on the hook and then take the trash out every night. And it worked fine generally, except this summer, because this summer has been horrific for flies. And so if food is even remotely reachable by flies, this summer they're just everywhere. It's crazy. That was one of the things that was making me go, I can't. Whatever I need to do to make flies think that it's not appealing in here, I need to do that. So we have a trash bin. And again, I'm wiping everything down with disinfectant every single day. Dumping the disinfectant water, the boiling hot disinfectant water down the sink drain. So any fly babies that are growing in there will die. So sorry to the fly community, but I don't want them in my house. Get out of here, you know? So. So yeah, we have no flies in there now. It's just been great. It's just been so great. And for the first time in a long time, I haven't been wondering to myself, like, is there something that I've missed that an ant is going to find? And then I'm going to have to deal with ants again. I don't feel that way because every day I've been wiping everything down. And I feel like I have a really good handle on like whether or not there are areas of my kitchen that I haven't looked at, you know? Well, Summer's doing a subathon, I believe, to raise insurance money and to promote the dice set. So I believe that's starting today. I will be doing stuff with Summer during the subathon, not today. I need to double check when the Magic the Gathering thing is tomorrow as well. What time is that at? It is at 9 p.m. Perfect. Oh, that means I'll miss Hellions. Not perfect, but it's for a good cause. I feel like they won't be too mad at me. It's a charity thing. It's for War Child. I'm sorry. It's okay, Nick. I'll post. I'll tell everybody. But yeah, I'm doing it with Kiwo. They Meobite managed to put Kiwo and I together into a group, so that should be fun. Yeah, Kiwo's great. I love her so much. So very excited to have a reason to hang out again and play Magic. Oh gosh, it's already almost halfway through August. I'm not okay. Me neither, man. It's bad. Yeah. I had a little panic when I was because again, in England, all of the kids wear uniforms. So over summer, you have to either get uniform bits secondhand or buy the uniform, right? And we were hanging out on the beach. Clark was playing with her friends, and I was talking to two of the other moms. And all these kids are going to the same school, which we're very excited about. And then I was like, oh my God, what's the turnover on uniforms? Like, what? I need to go get that shit. Realizing like, oh, it's the beginning of August and I still don't have anything that Clark needs for school. That's fine. That's not true. Actually, we did get some secondhand stuff. But specifically the skirt, we couldn't find a skirt that was gonna work, I don't think. So we were like, it's fine, we'll just buy the skirt. The markup on uniforms is crazy. Like the amount that they charge is so wild, but it's fine. Ah. Did you and Terry get the house? No. In 14, no. We put a bid on a house and we didn't win it. But like Terry was saying last time we played, she was like, well, on like the positive, we have the money now. So whenever houses are available, if we want to put a bid on a house, we can. We have plenty. So thank you, Nick. I think we're okay. Well, I honestly don't really care where we live, but Terry loves the wards, the areas that have beaches. So I was like, okay, well, let's only look in places with beaches. There was a place that was way too expensive for us and already had tons of bids on it, but it was literally on the beach. And she was like, oh my God. Like, I want it so bad. It's very cute. No, these are Final Fantasy 14 houses. The housing market is wild. Yeah. It's a lottery now. So if you have the amount, you put it down on the house and your name gets marked. And anybody who puts their name down on the house, it's not like a bidding war or anything. You literally just say like, I have the money, I would like to have this house, and then they pull a name. And that's it. Yeah, we currently have a small house and we want to upgrade to a medium-sized house because there just isn't room for two people's worth of housing items. Our house is so crammed full of shit. And Tiri actually really enjoys like the housing elements of MMOs. She loves like decorating MMO houses and stuff. So, you know, like a good digital husband. I'm like, get her a bigger house so she can have fun, you know? Yeah, whatever you want, baby. My hands look like this, but they're on your mouse and keyboard. Yeah. My hands look like this. Her hands also look like this. Have you thought about multi-streaming to YouTube? I have. I would have to YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, any of those other options. I would literally have to figure out how to just turn chat off and have something on there that's like, hey, if you want to chat, go to Twitch because I'm not wrestling with how terrible the modding system is on these other sites. I'm not going to make my poor mods like go over and try to A, learn a new system, and B, deal with a worse system. But yeah, I haven't looked into how to multi-stream, but I know Sam has started doing it. Yeah, it's, you know, we have worked really hard to cultivate um a specific community. Like you guys can generally mod yourselves, right? Like like for the most part, all of you guys know what is and isn't okay. You can self-police a little bit, right? But that's taken a while. We also have an incredible team of mods right now. And it's, you know, it's taken a long time to get like a really solid group together. So yeah, you're not gonna just overnight recreate that vibe anywhere else. Even if you're like, hey, my same community, I'm also on YouTube. It's not gonna be the same, you know? And I just don't have the energy to be like, all right, let's also spend years cultivating that on YouTube. I don't want to. I don't want to. Down to multi-stream and try to reach more people and also make like VOD upload stuff easier and simpler. That's great. But you know. If you're blocking chat on YouTube, would there even be enough viewership there for it to be worth it? So I think the benefits would be just getting seen by new or different people. And also skipping the secondary VOD upload aspect of YouTube. So currently, the second I'm done with a stream, we manually port the VOD over to YouTube. That would be unnecessary. Yeah. I could see YouTube getting mad at wanting to redirect people to another site to chat. A lot of people do it though. Like, what are they gonna do? You know? I feel like the only ones with the cojones to be like, hey, stop streaming over there because we don't want you to is Twitch. They're the only ones that try to do that shit. But yeah. If people watch YouTube and use Twitch chat, it's a loss for Twitch. I mean, there's benefits to both sites. The quality on YouTube is better. People have an easier time with like the apps and all of that for YouTube. That's just the truth. The biggest thing Twitch has going for it is like the community systems, I think. YouTube chat is atrocious though. That's what that yeah, that's the conversation. I would not have it on. Yeah, the VTubers that exclusively stream on YouTube are built different. Like I can't imagine. All farm animals accounted for? Yeah, everybody's fine. One of my mother-in-law's chickens got into our house and inside our pantry, and I still have no idea how she got there. I was hearing a bunch of pecking noises and I opened the pantry and she was just in there and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, alternatively, because I wouldn't imagine that YouTube chat would go very fast anyway. Alternatively, like those of you who've been around for a while, you remember when we were much more militant with our chat. The alternative, I think, would be if somebody felt like doing it, like wanted to be the guy for this, having a person that watches YouTube chat and be like, anything that smells even remotely rank, nuke it. Just the most strict chat possible. Yeah. just not on stun, on kill, you know? I was there in the trenches. Guns loaded. Mm-hmm. I used to get timed out those days. Yeah. I had a friend, I won't say who it was, but I had a friend who did the like classic thing where they got timed out and then sent me a message being like, "What the fuck is your mod's problems? Why were they timing me out? All I said was this. Like I just don't understand. Like what's the issue?" And I was like, "You got timed out for like a couple of seconds. What are you freaking out about?" Also, I made the rules. That's the thing that always made me laugh. Like, I felt really bad for my mods, but like, whose rules do you think they're following when they time people out? Who do you think made these rules? You know? Yeah. A lot of you guys have been timed out before. And most of the time, it's like not that serious, you know? A rite of passage. No, that's exactly what it is, though, right? By the time they're done writing their freak out essay, they're already untimed out. They just don't realize because they're still angrily typing about nothing. It's like, buddy, just go back and have a nice time. Or don't. I don't know. Like, what's happening here? Yes, free. Back in the day when we had to keep spreadsheets for ban appeals because Twitch didn't have the message history or ban appeal system. Yes. Yeah. And I'd look through the spreadsheet and people would be implying that if somebody got banned, bans were always the rough one, right? Because sometimes people would assume that I had like no idea about it, that like the mods are just going rogue behind the scenes and I have no idea who's being banned, no idea who's being timed out. I have zero control over my chat. The mods are running everything drunk on power, right? That's not how it is. I need you guys to know that's not how it is. When we've had contentious situations or situations where we've given someone like a lot of chances, I have been heavily involved in that. And I'm always asked, like, are we unbanning this person? You know? I did get banned from my own Discord. That is true. And still the funniest shit in the world. An amazing accident. I deserved it. Double it, pass it on. Anyways, I appreciate you all very much. If you've gotten timed out in the past and have just kind of rolled with it, we appreciate that so much. Because again, the mods just do what I ask them to do, and sometimes things are sort of in a gray area, and they'll time something out just to get rid of the message, just to be safe. You know. Every time I got timed out, I was like, you know what? Yeah. Fair. That time we banned Dodger for impersonation. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. No, but that's so funny. Like that's so funny though. I couldn't get into my Twitch account, so I made a different one, and I thought it would be funny to name it something like Dodger for Reals. I was talking in Sam's chat, and it was so unclear if I was actually Dodger or not that mods were like, I guess we'll just be safe and get rid of this person. Dex bonus-ish, that's what it was. That's so funny to me. I love that. Like, I did that to myself, you know? I went to Sam, hey, we banned a person who was impersonating your wife, and he was like, no, that was her. I backseated in another streamer's chat 8 years ago without checking if you could. I got timeouted, and I felt like I got shot. Mm-hmm. That's the other hard part, right? Is every chat's different, and different streamers are going to have different rules about being in chat. I think we try to be pretty understanding of that. It's why a lot of times, like backseating stuff, the timeout is so negligible. It's literally just to get rid of the message. Some so-called men out there have never banned their wives, and it shows. Oh, goodness. My favorite were the Minecraft server ban appeals, because you could physically trap them in a tiny room on the server and make them explain themselves. It's so messed up. I once got timed out for quoting you. Sometimes I talk about things and I see my mods panic in chat, like, do not repeat what Dodger is saying. Anyways, yeah. It's a delicate balance, all this. And that's why, yeah, maybe I'll restream to YouTube. Just to get us back on track. I just need somebody who's willing to shoot people, that's all. Yeah, all this to say. I need someone who's willing to use a gun in chat. Tips hat. Well, partner. Yuli gun emote. Nick made me such a cute happy birthday picture of our Hellions characters together. Can it be a squirt gun? I just think they're neat. Me too. I love them. I love our kids. Our perfectly normal kids. uh just innocent kids. So normal, not the same neurodivergent anxiety. Not anxious at all. Perfectly calm and collected in all situations. Just excited. They're rattling from excitement. Yeah. Why do I feel so nervous? Why do I have so many butterflies in my tummy? Why do I feel like my whole body is shaking? Because I'm excited and nothing else. Got it. Mm-hmm. So happy to be here. Yeah. Yeah, there's a is it Danny Gonzalez that made the video about uh hypnotism? I think he made I just watched it. I'm pretty sure it was Danny who made a video that where he was like, I want to see if I can figure out if hypnotism is real. And so he was looking into hypnotherapy. And he was like, all right, people offer hypnotherapy for like lots of things, lots of like addictions. And he was like, I want to see if a person could hypnotherapize me into not biting my nails anymore. And he was like, the funny part is the whole beginning part of the conversation was this guy just like, well, in order to support this journey, here are some actual like practical pieces of advice to help you stop biting your nails. And it was like, you know, think about your caffeine intake. You know, try not to do things that make you feel like more anxious already, like drinking a bunch of coffee. Pick a day during the week that is like your nail care day. So you like take nice care of your nails, you know, like things that people who've bitten their nails a lot are normally pretty aware of, right? But he was like, it was just interesting that the conversation did not start with hypnotherapy. It started with, hey, maybe try these things also. And it made me go, yeah, as much as I love coffee, I feel like there are some nervous habits that I do that are exacerbated by caffeine for sure. Yeah, I need someone to hypnotize me into no longer liking coffee. Coffee tastes so good. It does. And that's why there's decaf. Decaf coffee is still great. How do people even bite their nails? I tried once and I couldn't do it. Do I have a weak jaw? So, genetically, different people are going to have thicker or thinner nails. My dad could not bite through his nails if he tried. His nails are so thick he can use them as guitar picks, right? Like, different breed. My mom and I both have nails that the second that they are even remotely past the fingertip, they can bend. They can just bend in half. Very, very thin nails. And there are things you can do to like strengthen them. But yeah. I think the people that wind up being really susceptible to biting their nails a lot have weaker nails already, or nails that tear easily, you know? What about Jared? I have no idea, but he keeps his nails super short like I do. Phew. I was like, oh, wait, my dog was back there. And then I was already backing up. So there was no undoing it, you know? But she had moved. So we were fine. We were fine. No dogs were hurt. Yeah. Do you guys remember when I got those little like plastic caps for my fingers? It wasn't for my nails. It was for the skin around my nails. Um, which I still am not, I still mess with the skin around my nails, but I've been better, been a lot better. Maybe you can see. Um, but that is definitely a stress response. The skin around my nails looks atrocious if I'm stressed out. Any particular stressful time, I'm like, oh no, yeah. I have many memories of being in the car with Sam and we were talking about something that made me nervous, or we were late for something. I hate being late. I hate it. We were late for something and I'm just, you know, and he would just gently like do this, just like push my hand away from my face. I have a habit of picking the thread out of my clothes. I've ruined a lot of socks doing that. Yeah, yeah, Nick. Sam does it too. Sam also bites at his nails and his skin, which he was not aware of. The skin part, he didn't realize that he was doing that until it was pointed out to him. But yeah, the little the little plastic caps were actually pretty nice. The issue with them is if you get them too small, you can like feel, you know, when something's like too tight on your fingers and you can feel your heartbeat in your finger. That's the drawback, is if they're tight on your fingers, you're like, ah. Oh gosh. Yeah, I cut mine right before the wedding yesterday. I was like, well, I'm not going to paint them, but I will clip them so that they're tidy at least. I used to crack not my nails. I used to crack my knuckles all the time. I don't do it nearly as much anymore. I also used to crack my back constantly. And my mom hated it. I can't really crack my back very much anymore. It's been a little over 2 months since we last reviewed fan art. There's some birthday stuff in there too now. Oh, maybe we should do that with our half hour. Hold on. Put you there. Put you there. Yeah, we're gonna do some fart. Gonna do some fart. Let's see. Did we have a pin? Latest fan art. Here we go. Perfect. I've been posting stuff that I commission in there as well. I don't know if that should count. I'll open them anyway. Okay. That one. Yeah, I mean, look, I love the commissions. I love them. Just hanging out with me while I open all this shit. Sorry. Okay, nice. Nice. Some of these, because of like stream safe mode, I can't see the name. So I might need y'all's help with which name belongs to which person. Or like which piece of art is done by whomst. Oh my gosh, all the shirts. I forgot about the shirts. The shirts from PZN, they're so funny. Oh, the birthday stuff's so cute. Okay, I think we're good. I thought your dead pixel had a friend, but it was just dust. I forgot about the dead pixel. I usually do. Mushy, what are you doing here? Mushy, go to bed. Boop. There we go. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, and then nope. Nope. Okay. So, um this was the first one that got posted after last time, which is amazing. Let me get rid of the ad bug. Any of you who have never followed Minori Rogue, awesome artist, who did like art of me forever ago that you can see on the side there. And drew Mushy, and it turned out amazing. It's like beautiful, right? So cool. I love this one a lot. This was free. Free sculpted this, our lovely mod. It looks so good. Free sculpted me a Kuwabara a million years ago as well. I know, because I was complaining that it was hard to find Kuwabara figurines. Yeah, it's a real sculpture. Isn't that good? I know, it's great. It turned out so good. I don't know if Free's still here, but I love it. This was a commission. I commissioned this from Wara, who did a bunch of art during the Virum days. Any of you who were watching D&D when all of that was happening, but Wara used to make a lot of art of my character Zacharias. And so I've been following them forever. They opened up commissions and I was like, draw my mushroom, please. And it turned out awesome. I love it's such a good vibe. Everybody does so well. Drawing Mushy, I love it. Same person. Same person, yeah. So good. This is Fire Seal. What game was this? I'm trying to remember. I know Fire Seal always draws the cutest little guys. What game was this? Was this a co-op thing? No, it wasn't Tactical Wizard. Might look. Hold on. 2 months ago? Let's see. Let's see. Ambrosia Sky, Theropods. Oh, these are all the demos. Rocket Rats, Reka. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know what game that was. No, because it's because we did fan art like 2 months ago, so I don't know. I'm not sure what game this was, but I was clearly an adorable little dwarf of some kind. This is another commissioned one. This one turned out so cool. By Ether. All of these, by the way, if you're like, that's rad, I want to commission something from that person. anytime I posted a commission in fan art channel, I also linked to them or their post. So Serpico, thank you for the raid. Yeah. We got more Fire Seal. Clearly a Geekenders thing. I don't know why he's over me. I don't know why he looks over it, but okay, from here. Yeah, I can't see the names. So I will need help with names after this. We were goofing on there's like a comic with Toad from Mario where he like comes home and hangs up his cap, I guess, and he's just bald. And I was like, oh my God, you could totally do that with me. And I followed through and did it. Who did this one? Any of you who are able to see the names on Discord? Carrion Ghoul. So good. Follow through on the goof so quickly as well. I love it. Thanks, guys. Great stream today. Bye-bye. Fantastic. And then this lovely person drew some of our animals, including Peachy. Oh my God. Johan Hypian. Fantastic. Yeah, I believe they came into chat and asked if it was okay to draw Peach. Because they were starting to learn how to do some new art stuff. And it turned out very cute. Very, very cute. These are PZN riffing on shirts that I've said I would love to make. Got no cap. Hot to rot. Love that shirt. You stinky, stinky girl. Bold of you to assume I'm hinged. Still love that. Hot weather mega bitch. No smart big heart. Another one that I love. Following since 9 years. First time chatted. Oh my gosh. Hello. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Yeah, some of the put that on a shirt, and then there were these ones, and the comma means no one gets left behind. Amazing. And then I was like, we've come up with so many shirts, like shirt ideas. Maybe we should just put them all on one shirt. It's just a bunch on there. No smart big heart Walmart. Bro does yap. Feed the gendered beast. Manifest fineness. I am that funny Rachel. I'm mid, but I'm free. It's just good. They're just good. I also just love all of these mushies. Very good. Thank you, PZN. Who drew this? I only grabbed the last one. There were like 2 process pictures as well. But this is a lovely little watercolor, I believe. This was you, Lily? It's so cute. I love it. Yeah, if you want to see the process pictures, they are also in Dodger fan art. But it's very cute. We've got a little Peachy here. And then this one. Happy birthday, Dodger! I love it so much. I missed this on my actual birthday. I was really shocked seeing this when I scrolled through. Intern, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. This one was Olivier. I commissioned that from Surarumi on Twitter and VGen. Oh my gosh, it turned out so good. It's so cute. I love it. Thank you so much. It's so cute. The little birthday hat and everything. They really crushed it. This one, very cute. Oh my gosh. Zoomed in too much. Is this also you, Lily? No, this is Light Genie. Oh my gosh, Light Genie also sent me the oh my gosh. The Cindy, Light Genie painted Cindy the Cinder Block as our Elder Scrolls character. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that. And they mailed it to me. So I need to get it framed, but same person. You're in chat. Yes. I don't think I mentioned it on stream before, but it did, your birthday package did get to me. I was sure got lost. No, it showed up like the day after my birthday. I was like, oh, hot dog. Okay. This is from Timbre. Just chomping some dice. I'm trying to do what Summer does. It's not working. Why isn't it working? I know, it's very cute. Adrolian through this. Thank you so much. It turned out beautiful. I love how fluffy Peach looks. I know. So cute. And then Joey comma drew this. I love Joey's style. It's so like wonderfully sketchy. Oh my gosh, now that it's big, I'm just realizing that Summer's in the cup. That's very good. That's so funny. This is Nick's. This is the one that Nick made. This is Happy Birth. It's our kids. This is my character Yuli in Hellions. And this is Tink. And they're both very cute and not stressed out. Nick's got a gorgeous style. Yeah. It turned out very good. Babies. Just little babies. And Arnar sent this. The Super Cousin Time one. It's so good. That's Teary and that's me. Our worlds colliding. I love it. I think I saw another thing got posted as well. Oh, yeah. And the old Hollow Knight one too. Yeah, let's look at it. Why not? Why not? Arnar does some really cool like pixel GIF stuff. These were the characters in the Hollow Knight campaign that I DM'd. Oh my gosh. Wait. Firstly, thank you all very much. Before I get sidetracked by myself. Thank you all. It's such lovely art. I appreciate it so much. They're all so fun to look at. And thank you for reminding me to do that. Yeah, the Hollow Knight game. That was fun. That was from my subathon. My only subathon that I've ever done. And like one of the bigger things that I said I would do was a short Hollow Knight campaign. Yesterday at the wedding, I mentioned that I'm doing a Peppa Pig one shot, and one of the people there was like, "Oh, for your kid?" No. I wish. I wish. And I made the mistake of asking Jesse if he would be in it forever ago. And so every time I mention it, he's like, "Yes, and I'm going to join as Wigglebirth Schmied." And I'm like, "No. You don't know who you are yet. We haven't done character creation. Stop." Also, completely betraying the naming conventions of the Peppa Pig world. Like, come on, man. You have to just show up and follow the rules, you know? Schmied? What kind of animal is that? I didn't know Peppa Pig had enough lore to sustain a TTRPG sesh. Oh, it does. Oh, it does. There's plenty going on. Yeah, I'll tell you guys ahead of time. I don't feel like this is a spoiler, really. I think this isn't like should be an assumed thing. But all of the players are going to be animal children. So the first thing they're going to be asked is, "What animal are you?" And that's going to be their last name because that's how the Peppa Pig universe works. No, because the second I said that I was going to do Peppa Pig, literally everybody was like, "Here's what you should do is you should start it off and it feels like Peppa Pig, but then it's actually a Cthulhu nightmare game." No, because clearly that's what everybody expects. No, that's not what's happening. There's another spoiler for you. Even Jesse was like, "I know I'm going to be in it and I might be spoiling myself, but like at the BRB screen, it should be like the first half should be like really fun, and then the BRB screen comes up and it's like normal, but then halfway through the BRB it like turns creepy, and then the second half everything gets like really fucked up." And I was like, "No." No. I feel like that's too like clearly that's sort of an assumed thing to happen, right? Is like, "Oh, look at this cute, adorable thing." By the end, it's going to be really fucked up, right? There's just so much media that's done that recently that I'm like, I'm not going to do that. uh, that little crow. The players should be punished if they swear. That's so funny, actually. Actually, yes. I just got an idea with that. Yeah, it's the opposite. It slowly gets cuter and cuter. Everybody's like, "What's happening?" What's harder to learn? 40K lore or Peppa Pig lore? 40K. Because 40K makes you learn a bunch of new fucking words that don't exist. In Peppa, you know all the words. It's just they might be in an order that is weird. Don't worry. Guys, I already have the Peppa Pig one-shot story set. No ideas necessary. I've already got it. I've already got it, gang. Both are horrifyingly British. Is Warhammer 40K British, or is it just high sci-fi fantasy and so everyone has an accent? A British accent. Okay. I just figured I'd ask. All right, gang. I'm going to start wrapping up here. We do have Sunforge tonight. Sam did the roll call this morning before he fell asleep. So it sounds like Sunforged is happening. Yeah, tomorrow we should be doing our normal stream as well as this cool Magic the Gathering charity thing for War Child in the evening. I did retweet information about that. There's also a post on Blue Sky, so I'll repost that as well. But yeah, should be cool. There's gonna be a bunch of the big like charity raising aspect of that is for they're doing like draws for big cards and stuff, but they've got a bunch of games running while they're doing the charity fundraising. So alrighty, let's read off the activity feed and then I'll run away and make a schedule. I should probably do that. I should probably make a schedule before I leave this office. That sounds like a better idea. Magic Maddie, thank you for the 94 months. Late Genie for the 19. Board Mad Hatter for the 25. Absolute Uppercut for the 21. Woodhead Gump for the 38. Cryptic Echo for the 69. Chris V for the 47. Gimmelresh for the 126. Arnar, thank you so much for all the gifted subs, Arnar. It's good to see you. And thank you for the 116 months as well. If you were gifted a sub by Arnar or anybody else today, make sure you take the time to say thank you. Assassin Duck, thank you for the 5 years. Happy anniversary. Tatters for the gifted sub. Serpico for the raid. Arnar for another gifted sub as well. Nintern for subscribing. Again, thank you very much. And for more gifted subs from Arnar. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the Cat Gang, everybody. Use the emotes for evil, not good. Be curious, courageous, and kind always to your fellow chatters and the world. And that's it. Thank you, Arnar. I appreciate it. Thank you again for all of the fan art. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know last week was weird. I have been like quasi sick for a while now. I think we're nearly fine. We're nearly fine now, so that's good. Okay. Let's see. Who's streaming what right now? Let's go watch some art. I never know how to pronounce their name. Zvesta? Art by Zvesta? Bam. Go say hi. Spread love and joy. And I will see you guys tomorrow, or I'll see you on Sunforged. take care. Take care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.